Are you considering buying and or playing Stranded Deep, but want to be sure it's worth your time and money, as well as being safe for your mental health first? This is the video for you, friend. I'm the CC and Let CC Play, and this is an Anxious Gamer review. Stranded Deep is a Unity engine-based survival game that sees you playing as the survivor of a plane that crashed into the middle of the ocean. For this review, I played strictly solo and on early access version 0.60 to 0.62. As I mentioned, the game has you playing as the survivor of a plane crash, and so that is where the game starts. You must swim to the emergency life raft, and then you black out until the sun is up. From here, you must grab the paddle and head towards an island to try and find supplies to help in your survival. As with most survival games, crafting plays a huge role, and will probably be how you spend a good portion of your time, outside of exploring to find more things to craft with, and gathering said things. The general crafting doesn't contain anything too groundbreaking. You get the ingredients, then click on what you want to make. A cut and dry affair as far as survival games go. I think the funnest part of the crafting is the rafts and the buildings. They function similarly in that they are modular, so to speak. You build piece by piece, attaching them together to make a customized building or raft. Although I didn't spend a ton of time making buildings, I did quite enjoy making a raft, and the sailing was pretty cool. The game also contains an RPG-esque skill system where you can level up one of 5 skills, be it general fitness, hunting, gathering, crafting, and cooking, by simply doing that activity. I didn't notice too much of a gameplay effect outside of needing a specific crafting level for certain recipes. I think this is one of the areas I'd be most interested in seeing the developers expand upon. With a general overview of the game done, I think it's time for the highlight of my reviews, where I discuss any potential triggers for the various incarnations of mental illness. I feel the people who would primarily experience anything unpleasant from Stranded Deep are people that have a combination of anxiety and fear of the ocean. As always, I will include a few clips so anyone can have a general idea of what to expect from playing this title. So, what is my verdict? This game is a tough one for me to recommend for or against concretely. I'm going to give a couple of scenarios and you can hopefully decide for yourself. If any of the clips made you uncomfortable, or if you don't like janky early access games, I'd say pass for the time being. If you love survival games though, and don't mind the janky, unstable nature of early access titles, I do have some caveats before I can recommend this game. This game, for a few months, did enter the dreaded early access limbo of no updates and no communications that I'm aware of. I think it's been over a year since I first purchased Stranded Deep, and I think it's a very fun idea. There may not be a ton of content just yet, but that doesn't stop me from wanting to play it, and when I do, I tend to lose track of time pretty easily. So my verdict for the second scenario, where you love survival and have no qualms supporting early access titles, is grab it. I think it's a fun game worth supporting. The developers have done a pretty good job of getting my trust back with the constant updates, and given the degrading quality of the AAA industry this past year, I think it's more important than ever to support the smaller developers. If you're still a tad weary, follow the game, and see if they keep up the excellent update schedule. I'm confident they are passionate about their project and will keep working hard. I caught rumors there are giant creatures to hunt, so I'm setting sail. CC out.